Thank you so much for being a Patreon member. Today I'm going to answer some questions about sifting soil. I have 3 different sifters that I use here quite often, and I just will share them with you. This one and this one came from, you can get them on Amazon. A friend gave me this one, but I saw them on Amazon. And then this one I ordered from Amazon. And this one has 2 different sizes of mesh that you can work with, and it's pretty neat because you just go like this, you just push that and it comes out, and then you can put this one in there, and so that's all there is to it. So it's pretty simple, but I like these 2 for sifting soil. This one would work fine for sifting soil, but the width of this height of the it's just, see the comparison? So you can't get very much dirt in here. But see all the different plates that come with this one, all the different many sizes. So there's that one, there's a small one, there's a tiny one, and there's the littlest one. The reason I got this one is because it's great for cleaning seed when you're saving seeds. Because when you are growing the seeds and you're crushing up the dead plant material to get the seeds out, you can find the material that your seed will go through, and you put it on there, and your seeds are going through, but all the big fluffy stuff is on top. Then you can throw that away, and then you can put a smaller one in that's just small. The square is just smaller than the seed, so the seed won't go through, and then you wiggle it around, and then all the chaff will come out the bottom, and your seeds are basically cleaned inside. So this one is great for seeds because you don't need that tall side to hold a lot of material in. The thing about this is, I do use it for seeds. I don't use this for soil just because of that height. But would it work for soil? Absolutely, it would work great. So I'm just going to dump some soil in here, and we will compare these 2. This one, I use this one a lot to sift soil for my plug trays. So I'm using this about once a month. Every time I plant one of these plug trays, I'll just set it here, and I will go like this, and then any big chunks don't go down in here and mess up my plug tray. So I'm going to use both of these really quick. We'll put some dirt in there, and we'll look at the differences.
And this big one is one you just made, right?
Yeah, I just made it. I just made it out of old junk that was sitting around. So I'm just going to bounce it a little bit. You can wiggle it back and forth, that kind of thing.
If you have any frustrations, you can work them out.
Yeah. All of this big, nasty stuff, that can just go back in the compost and be composted. And then we have this that looks pretty good. If I was using a pot this big around, this is the perfect size. But if I'm going into that plug tray, there could be hunks in here that are too big for what I want to happen in that plug tray. So now we'll just put them in this one. And then we can just show you that what's coming out the bottom is very fine and small, and it works really good. Okay, so if we look at what was left over, it's all the big stuff here. No, almost all these chunks would fit in here, but what we want is the fine material to fill these up. And so those are, there we go, that's the end, because this is what I do. It's very simple, it's very basic, so I would just keep adding soil to that.
And really fast.
We just put soil in here. Okay, that's basically done, so we can dump that over there.
Okay, quick question that kind of has to do with this. How important is it to have a space like this where you can just not worry about making a mess?
Funny you would say that. I used to do this on her kitchen table. So it is important. If you're going to build a greenhouse, have a space where you can work. So you're not doing this on your wife's kitchen table. And then we can go like that. to push down a dimple where we can put the seeds in, or you can just drop it like this and it goes down. Obviously this isn't filled and it's not ready to go because we're not going to plant this today. But I just wanted to answer some questions I've had over the years about sifting soil and how do you get the soil in here to work for plug trays. This is how we do it. So hopefully this helps you to sift soil in your own greenhouse instead of your wife's kitchen.